Welcome to the studio, guys. New guitar just arrived in the mail from Lebanon. Actually, it's Lebanon, Tennessee in the United States, so I just learned about that. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to open this up. It's another guitar that will fit with the collection, and going to get it out of the box, put it up on the wall, introduce the guitar to its new family, and then we'll do a quick tone test with the rig that I normally play. So let's get it out of the box. Okay, so I've gotten the guitar out of the box, cut it up on the wall, and as you can see, it's an original 1970 Japanese-made Epiphone ET270. It's a 54-year-old vintage Japanese guitar, and it's next to the picture of my favorite songwriter, Kurt Cobain. And of course, this is a guitar that he used in the early history of Nirvana. So this is my third Kurt Cobain guitar. This is an original 1970. And so this was used in the early history of Nirvana. And then this is my last vintage purchase, which is also a 1970 Univox High Flyer, also more than 50 years old, made in Japan. And that's another guitar from the early history of Nirvana. I have seen both these guitars, the original ones he used at the Mopop, Museum of Popular Culture in Seattle, where I went to see the Nirvana gear. And this guitar is from the later history of Nirvana, which is not actually vintage. This guitar is only about 12 or 15 years old, but this is a Fender Jaguar with the dual humbuckers, which I put the Seymour Duncans to match the Nirvana setup. So yeah, these two guitars I've seen the originals. Of course, my Univox has P90s, and Kurt Cobain's had humbuckers. Kurt Cobain's was a Phase 4, I believe. Mine is a Phase 2. So the guitar's on the wall with his family, and a little bit later I will play it, run it through my setup, and see how it sounds. Alright, so I'm getting ready to run this through my rig. Ultimately, this guitar is a significant piece of pop culture history, so you know that's the reason I go for guitars like these. Maybe other than something new. So this will be my setup. I've talked about my setup before in videos. C414 for the room mic, and then pedalboard, rat and a muff blended together, compressed, and then that'll go into these 3 amps. So the Supro Thunderbolt Vox AC30 and the Fender amp. So the Fender gets its the Fender doesn't pick up the rat and the muff. It gets a DS1 on its own. And so the rat and the muff go into the Vox and the Supro. 57 on the Vox AC30, 421 Sennheiser on the Supro, and just a 58 on the Fender. So let's hear how it sounds. I probably won't be playing Nirvana, even though I love Nirvana. Kurt Cobain's one of my favorite songwriters, but I do play my own style of music. I'm just very much inspired by Kurt Cobain as a songwriter. Alright, so here we go, plugging in my new, old 1970 original Epiphone ET270 for the first time. So just plugging it in now. I haven't tried it at all. I did the level settings with my Jaguar, so this will be the first time that I'm hearing it as well. As I said, you know, this is a significant instrument for me. It means a lot to me, with Kurt Cobain being my favorite songwriter. I do have my own musical identity, but of course I'm influenced by many artists. But so I won't be playing Nirvana, I'll be playing my own kind of style of music. I'm wearing my shellac shirt today in memory of Steve Albini, who passed away recently, and he was a huge influence on me and many people as well. So I'm gonna get this going, and let's see how it sounds. Okay, so I'm all tuned up with original 1970 ET270. So let's see what it does. Alright, so yeah, that was our first dance together. And to be honest, when I got this guitar and I held it in my hands and I looked at it and stuff, I really felt like it was like a long lost friend, or like I felt like it was my guitar that I was like reunited with. So I really love this piece. When I get a guitar, I don't get rid of it, I keep it and I take care of it. So yeah, this felt like I pulled it out of the box and I was like, oh yeah, it's my guitar, right? It's my guitar. And it feels like my guitar. It doesn't feel foreign to me. It doesn't feel like I just feel like it's me. I just, you know, it's like reuniting with an old friend. So yeah, it goes well with my other guitars in my collection, and the fact that it's a piece of history. So if you haven't seen, I have on my channel where I went to Seattle, I went to Mopop, I went to Veretta Park, I saw Kurt Cobain's house, and I don't try to like copy Nirvana or anything with my music, but you know, I like, he's my biggest influence as a songwriter. So yeah, so this is the Epiphone ET270. I'm Arsh Khaira from the band Hoshekh. We have new music coming out pretty soon, so I hope you guys will listen to that. That features Darren Batiuk on bass, James Davies on guitar, and Blair Brown, my old friend, childhood friend, on drums. So thanks for watching, and Epiphone ET270 1970 original. Thank you.